Tigers. Welcome to TigerVision News for Tuesday, January 22nd.
I'm Bryson, and this is my co-host Tavian. Thanks for joining us today.
Yesterday was a holiday for all students, and it was a very important day.
It's a day set aside to remember a great man in American history, the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr.
The reason it's important is because Dr. King played a very important part in the civil rights movement.
Dr. King was a great man, and he wanted us all to get along with each other.
Here's more on Dr. King.
Born in Atlanta, Georgia, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. graduated from Morehouse College, Crozier Theological Seminary, and Boston University. The son of the pastor of the Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta, King was ordained in 1947 and became minister of a Baptist church in Montgomery, Alabama.
King organized the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, which gave him a base to pursue further civil rights activities, first in the South and later nationwide. His philosophy of nonviolent resistance led his arrest on numerous occasions in the 1950s and 60s. His campaigns had mixed success, but the protest he led in Birmingham, Alabama in 1963 brought him worldwide attention. He spearheaded the August 1963 March on Washington, which brought together more than 200,000 people. In 1964, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize.
King's leadership in the civil rights movement was challenged in the mid-1960s as others grew more militant. His interests, however, widened from civil rights to include a deeper concern over poverty. His plans for a Poor People's March to Washington were interrupted for a trip to Memphis, Tennessee. On April 4th, 1968, he was shot and killed as he stood on the balcony of the Lorraine Motel.
Five score years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today signed the Emancipation Proclamation.
I'll open my mouth to the Lord and I won't turn back. I will go, I shall go to see what the end's gonna be.
This nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream. My poor little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today. Let freedom ring, and if America is to be a great nation, this must become true. So let freedom ring. From the prodigious hilltops of New Hampshire, let freedom ring. From the mighty mountains of New York, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
I will go, I shall go to see what the end's gonna be.
Let's check in with Skylar and see what's in our weather forecast.
I'm Skylar. Here's a look at your weather. Right now, current conditions is 51 degrees sunny, winds west, southwest, 12 miles an hour. Here's a look at your regional forecast. It's dry throughout the area. Here's a look at your 5-day forecast. Nice temperatures with cloud covering increasing by Saturday. I'm Scott with your weather. Back to you.
Now let's find out what's going on in sports.
Hello, FMS sports fans. I'm Emily and this is Alyssa, and here's a look at today's sports.
This past weekend, both the girls and boys basketball teams played in a tournament in Lubbock.
Let's see if we can find out more about what they did.
Hi, I'm Trip here with
Coach Stoker.
How did our teams do at the tournaments?
Well, we had our best game of the year for our first game, followed up by our worst game of the year, and then we had two more pretty good games. We ended up going 3-1, and was real proud of the guys.
What were the team's strengths?
We blocked out and played defense better than we had all year, which is why we went 3-1 instead of losing 2 games and being done.
When are the next games for the basketball teams, and who do they play?
We play Heritage here on Thursday, and then the B team has a tournament on Saturday. Then we'll play again on Monday against Irons here.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Zach here with Blake.
Nick.
And how'd y'all do in the tournament? We won consolation. And what do you want to improve on before the next games? Shooting?
Layups.
All right, thank you.
That's a look at today's sports. Back to you.
Well, that's all we have today.
Thanks for watching Tiger Vision News.
Everyone have a great afternoon.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Until then, Tigers.
Bye.